Just a quick how-to if you want to try to fix a watch that has a dead battery. So this is particularly for what's known as a Japan Movement based, or also Japan Movement Geneva watches that have essentially a screw-off back, and you see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notches along the back of this. And what you can do is you can, using just a simple pair of pliers, you don't need a special tool, just a simple pair of pliers, needle nose, ideally, you can get this off and get to the battery. So I've actually already pre-loosened this, so I can kind of just go right in here, and it will take, at the first time, it'll take a considerable amount of effort. I recommend using like a towel or something around your hands to make sure you don't pinch yourself. And this will just fit here, which actually makes it a little bit easier. And you just turn it. That's all you need to do. You just turn, and it'll probably take about 2 to 3 revolutions. In this case, it's going to be less because it's already loosened. And once you get it fairly loose, you can just finish unscrewing it, and you'll see it'll pop right off. And you can actually see this plastic cover, and this comes right out. So I'm just going to use my pliers here, and this actually came out of a toolkit, which is great. You can use it for opening iPhones and MacBooks and all sorts of fun stuff. I highly recommend this. I use it for any kind of my electronics work. So actually, I didn't know how this thing came apart. I had to look on YouTube myself, so I'm just passing the word along. And you just pull this plastic piece out, and once that's out, you can get to the inside. So you can see I've already taken the screw off to the battery. So that came out of here. That's going to be really fun to get back in. But I'm just going to place this right aside here for now. And the battery will come right out. So this isn't actually very hard. It's pretty simple. You don't need to be a watchmaker to do this stuff. And we just got this, it's a Maxell, let's see what it says. It's a Maxell what? See if I can focus on that. I don't know if it can. Before it could. You might be able to see that. Let's see if we can zoom in. See if I can get enough zoom in here. It's a Maxell SR6262, I think, or 6265, and SW, and we'll just take that bad boy and find a replacement, either at a watch store or on eBay or something. I'm sure that they make them. Should be fairly normal. And then my nice penguin watch will be back to new. Oh, one other thing that I had to do. Let me just zoom out. Whoops, zoom back out again. The other thing I had to do was take this out. And this was a little tricky, but it's not so hard. This actually keeps the whole clasp system together. And you can see this has spring-loaded. So all you really need to do is just take something like the edge of this when it's inside, when it's coming through here. When it comes through that, you just need something to push it through that little hole, that pinhole, and push the pin out on one side, and then it'll just pivot out on the other side. So that was actually pretty easy. So if you've got a Japan Movement watch and you want to DIY, do it yourself, to replace a battery on these just screw-off backs, it's actually not hard. You can use just some regular tools if you got them, needle nose pliers, and tweezers, and any kind of electronics gadgetry fix is always nice. So there you have it. Good luck fixing your own watches.